Mwahaha.
So to start out the introductions, we have Nanaha, the Team Heart, played by Lumi-chan.
She's a monk of the Shadow Persuasion, and she's getting ready for whatever the heck Verity has planned.
Well, don't you sound like that. It's gonna be okay.
I think it's going to be fun.
Next, we have Saya, played by myself. Saya is a water genasi genie-packed warlock who has no idea what's going on up top because, we spent last week underwater. Next, we have Raz, played by Mazegas. Raz is
a Shadar-kai fighter barbarian who's pretty much a full troll.
Next, we have Team Mom Verity, played by the one and only Mr. Pounce. Verity is
I don't know if she really qualifies for the Team Mom moniker anymore, but I mean, she's a divine soul sorcerer with, yeah, maybe we need a new title. I have to mess up your art, though. I'll work on it.
I think Team Mom is pretty applicable to Verity still, considering how much you try to keep Pocket out of trouble and how much you're trying to get Saya to worry about her own virtue.
He doesn't listen! It's not my fault!
So you're a mom of teenagers. It's okay.
I would put her more as Team Wine Ant.
Wine Ant?
I like it. I like it.
Oh, good luck, Val. Next we have Axel, Lumberjack Jesus, and possibly eventually the only holy man left in Barovia, played by Lennon Marks. Axel is
A human devotion paladin light cleric who says you want a revolution. Well, we all want to change the world.
And last but definitely not least, our GM extraordinaire Fluffy Snowfall is here to kind of suffer through us deciding to overthrow Valaki.
Miss Devia?
Yes?
Forgot someone.
Don't say anything, just keep moving.
How? But how? They're in order! It just skipped
I'm that
you!
fast. I'm that fast.
I'm sorry, they're in order! Like, I can't miss it because it's a list and it just didn't...
Actually, no, this is fitting because for whatever I'd just say Pocket is a phantom rogue who wants 10 more minutes of sleep.
Very cat.
He did a great job at being a phantom there.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Days.
We're fine. We're going. We're starting. Fluffy, take it away.
All right. Well, having some fun aquatic adventures, the party returned themselves to Valakai with a few questions, a few answers, and, well, some shopping excursions, stopping a bunch of drunk frat boys from tipping over a cart. And then everybody went to bed, deciding, hey, let's do a revolution.
We're not in bed yet.
No, Pocket went to go look for his whip and got real mad.
Well,
Right,
we went back
and
to the inn.
Yeah, everybody returned back to the inn.
Doesn't mean we're in bed. No, nap.
Does that mean Mogget is back since I had been left off doing my ritual?
How it... disconcertingly skeletal-looking little bugger.
Well, if they're back, Sai's, gonna nuzzle and try and find out from them what happened.
All right. Trying to determine how this works because you get emotions and images from pseudo-dragons. Do you get full information from familiars?
So I can communicate with my familiar telepathically from Find Familiar. That is apparently just a thing that Find Familiar allows.
All right. do. Do do do. Do 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 do.
Fluffy's got her own quirky theme music.
All right. What do you ask?
Just what happened when they went through the portal. Are they okay? Did they... I mean, they're probably fine since familiars can't actually, as far as I can tell, take physical harm, but...
It was very cold. There was a lot of snow. And then there was something like a bird that made a loud, angry noise, and then everything went dark, and there was a crunch.
Aww.
Well, I'm just going to push gratefulness and thanks at them and cuddles, and we won't do that again.
Chirp, chirp, nuzzle.
That's all that I had to do, because I still have no idea what happened up on...
I would say probably about this time, everybody else is returning to the inn from their little ventures.
All right, so Verity, you need my attention for something?
Oh, God. I forgot I was going to do this. Sorry, it's been a hell of a week.
Understandable.
Yes, she, kind of heads upstairs to whatever. I don't know how many rooms we got, but whatever one is hers, quote unquote.
If nothing else, we can take over the two-person room that Axel and Pocket usually take up and force them to sleep with the rest.
The rumors would know. We better not. The rumors would never.
Yes, there are 2 bedrooms for 2 people, and then a 4-person.
Lead the way.
All right. So, she goes to the room and she sits down on the bed and she goes, she's kind of like twiddling her fingers and she's like, I don't quite know how to ask this, but could you make me look desirable? Your hair is always so interesting and, And she holds, like, hers is just straight. She never does anything with it. It's just limp on her shoulder. She's like, can you do something with it?
Of course. What's the purpose? What are we doing? I always love a makeover.
I need to look appealing for something tomorrow.
Okay, the event's tomorrow. That works. Is there a specific theme you're going for? What's the plan? I want to know.
I mean, I don't know. She wouldn't really kind of explain it because she doesn't really want to talk about it. So she like opens up she's, oh yeah, seductive. That's the word. Snap. I need you to make me look seductive. Do that to my hair, please.
All right. Are we trying to get anybody in particular to notice you, or just general?
Whatever you think a giant evil man with one demonic arm would like best. I trust your judgment.
Oh, okay. Well then. Maybe we should, okay. This is for Isaac, right? The doll dude?
She doesn't really see... Maybe.
Okay. So if we're trying to make the best Isaac lure, then we want you to look like you, but maybe also a little bit like Irina. Aha! I got the right idea. And she starts pulling out a bunch of bobby pins and starts making finger curls all over her hair. Don't worry, this is not the end result. It's just you're going to need to sleep on that if we're going to give you some curly hair tomorrow.
She's got no idea how to do this. She's seen women who look nice. And, obviously she's scraping around after she left her, village, but she doesn't know. So, okay, she's whatever. She's got her own stuff to do. She's busy like taking in all the slack in her dress, and I guess well, she would kind of peel out of it a little bit. Nanaha would see the devastation of her back, and just she's taking in all the slack, so it no longer is just it hides her figure. She's really going all in on this. She's motivated.
Okay. You've got the right idea here, but we're going to be doing this tomorrow, right? This is just prep. Do you really want to sleep in something so tight?
I don't usually sleep with my robe on. Do you?
No, but
okay.
Tomorrow I will help you doll this up if you'd like. Accessorize, get a little extra glam on this. But for now, I wouldn't worry about tightening in the outfit, okay?
She kind of looks over her shoulder. Are you sure? I've never done this before.
It's better to do it the day of, because something might go flying off into the abyss, and then you're going to be spending all day looking for it. We'll do the final touches tomorrow. Sound good?
Considering she's taking it literally, and with her, something very likely could go flying off into an abyss, she'll just, well, all right.
For now, she just takes like a local pillowcase and kind of makes a turban around her hair so that the curls don't escape. Sleep on that, and you'll have some really lovely hair tomorrow, okay? And then we'll do more stuff tomorrow so that we don't have to worry about it smudging off or anything else like that, okay?
The thought of, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into, starts to creep into the back of her mind.
I promise it's not that horrible.
But she just goes with it because she doesn't know. Nanaha's the expert, so okay, sure, whatever.
I guess I would say roll a charisma check at advantage.
Okay, give me a sec.
Here comes the old 1 in 400 double one.
We're fine.
It was a check, not a save, but I'm sure the values are the same.
Sorry, wrong button.
Yeah,
the numbers are indeed the same, though.
Yeah, I was going to say monks usually aren't proficient in charisma saves.
No.
Yeah, you did a pretty decent job.
I mean, with a 19, come on.
Yeah.
So we'll be continuing this in the morning after your hair is set.
Okay.
It takes time, otherwise it doesn't do anything. It just flops straight to the ground, and then it's
she's
just
not
boring.
putting up. She's not arguing anymore. Like you have all these ideas, and she doesn't know how to do any of this because she doesn't care. She's never cared before today. But look, Lady Voctor said she wanted it bloodless, and she needs to settle some business with this man. So
that's okay. This is fun for me. This is the most fun I've had in a while, actually.
All right. Well,
it's just reading a book, humming to herself, positively delighted.
She wanted Isaac dead. You guys were the ones that were like, well, what about bloodless? Lady Voctor was 100%. Just kill the bitch.
Yeah, she wants Isaac dead before. She wants the Burgomaster to be bloodless.
I'm sure we can achieve both with this plan.
We'll see how that goes.
All right. Well, is there anything anybody else would like to do before the morning?
Ask Rictavio if he saw Piddlewick.
He asks for a description. He hasn't seen a puppet man, but he will make sure to be on the lookout.
I will define Piddlewick as we know him. Explain way too much that he has an important thing of mine, and that he was last seen in Rictavio's wagon. And I'll just go to bed.
All right. Sounds good. And Roz was there the whole time. All right. So everybody, you bed down for the night. Um, 1 second. Need to check a thing. Do.
Oh, sweet merciful spell slots, how I've missed you.
Hee.
That's how I felt about my hit dice, getting those back.
Pocket, you are going to be proficient in, we'll say, investigation today.
Got it.
CT.
Otherwise, it's an uneventful night. You wake up. Things seem to be going back to some semblance of normal around here.
All right, Verity, get some breakfast in you, and then we'll do some additional work, and then I'll release your hair, and it's going to be awesome.
She is not like I would say she's unresponsive today, but she's like hyper focused, super serious. She's got sort of this like dark look, a little distant, just, agrees to go get something to eat and then comes back.
Nalha's happily munching on breakfast, ready to go.
So
Weirdly, Pocket is the same.
So like you two were in the 4-person room, right?
Yep.
So I was just gonna look at Verity. Are you okay? You don't care about this very frequently.
She wants to look seductive for later today.
I'm glad I'm watching the stream because when you said this, you waved in front of your head, and I knew what you were doing. She's just like, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm sure she has a reason. And until then, until we find out, I'm just going to enjoy this experiment.
Well, if you'd like some advice, if you're trying to be seductive, give the girls a bit of a lift.
Oh, that was the next step. Don't worry.
Okay.
So,
and with that, Sai is gone.
She starts unpinning Verity's hair. It should be in these corkscrew ringlets going all the way down. And so she's going to brush portions of it out and make some braids, kind of give her a Khaleesi look going on there. And then she is going to start pulling out some makeup and giving her some smoky eyes, because why not? Because that would be great with some cat eye wings going on there. Kind of accentuate the coolness of her eyes. And then she is going to take out some of her kind of shimmery eyeshadow, but she's going to apply it to the lips. Try not to lick this. I apologize. I don't have any good lipsticks for you. And makes it look like she's kind of got a goldy, bronzy lip going on there. And then she's going to take off her sash and start binding it around Verity's waist to make a ribbon corset. And that will scoot the girls up. My sash is not really for support. It's more so pockets, flares, a rope if I need it. You know, utility and flair and dramatics.
That's fine. Do whatever you think is best.
So that'll also cinch in the outfit and push the ladies up. She does see the wreck of her back, but she's not going to say anything. Turns to the face of a mirror. What do you think?
I mean, she looks in the mirror and she doesn't it doesn't really look like her anymore. But it does look like vaguely reminiscent of some of the women she saw when she was kind of living rough on her own, who, did this sort of thing for a living. And she was just like, she turns back and she's, I just hope it's sufficient enough. Thank you. And just off she goes. Still all business, down with the rest of the group.
Does anybody else have a reaction to the work?
Yeah, so everybody... Verity just pulled the librarian pulls off glasses, undoes hair meme.
Like Hot for Teachers playing in the background.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I think you have met your goal pretty successfully.
Excellent. So, what are we doing with this new look? You said it had a purpose.
I'm going to break a promise and try to kill Isaac with it before we storm the Burgomaster's mansion.
How is that breaking a promise?
There is no answer to that.
Alrighty.
And you didn't think to ask if I would want to help?
Because I'd sure like to help.
I don't care if you want to help. I need to do this.
So Axel has been just like eating his breakfast kind of silently off to the side. Just be careful, Verity. If we're going to need you, don't do anything dumb. You look great, by the way.
So
Thank
why
you.
don't we follow at a distance and provide support? That way, in case anything goes wrong, we can help.
And the notebook comes out, and she flips it open, and she goes, "That was precisely what I had planned. I would have you all follow just out of sight after..." I was going to call him Lennon, sorry. After Saya has concluded... Nope. It said Saya. After Axel has concluded his business at the Abbey this morning. Follow at a distance, and then after I deal with Isaac, I would have him try to talk down the militia so we could possibly spare the town any destruction from a prolonged battle, and maybe even retain some of them to help watch the town for a more meaningful purpose. I'm sure it won't work, and you will need to cut our way through, as we always do, which is why you should be close at hand, but...
Hopefully I can get some of the militia off of our backs, too.
The people seem to idolize you here for reasons I don't really understand, but if we can use it to our advantage, all the better.
Indeed. This is Axel's just like kind of picking at his food at this point. Guess I'm not very hungry this morning. I'm gonna head over toward the church. I'll meet you all back here in a little bit. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Hello, McSwifty. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me get that shout out real quick.
Okay.
How was your D&D session?
What does everyone else want to do at this point?
I'm going to first check my bag, see if Piddlewick came back in the night.
He has not.
Where are you, kiddo?
Would you like Verity to be tucked in your sash? Or not, god damn it. Would you like Mogget to be tucked in your sash, Verity? In worst case, he can bite or they can bite or sting for you.
I think they'd be easier to hide in the hair at this point.
Be mindful you're attempting to try and hide a house cat-sized creature.
That's why I said into the hair if we're going to put it anywhere.
Put it. Don't actually do this, but I immediately my brain was like, put it so it sits out at the bottom of her back, so she has a dump truck booty that would probably wiggle around by itself. Maybe don't do that.
That would be some definite bustling.
Have you ever seen what a pseudo dragon looks like, Pounce? Because I'd be worried about that stinger.
Yeah, he can control it, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, but if you're sticking them in a small, tight space, you know.
That or it'll look like Verity's prairie dog in it.
Fine.
Eh,
It's fine. It's only, being poisoned for an hour?
let's not do that.
Yeah, and as long as, you know, Verity doesn't fail by 5 or more, she'll stay conscious.
Wow. He's so balanced!
I mean, it's a DC 11 Constitution save.
Oh, wow. That's pretty hard to fail.
I'm sure I could do it.
I mean, considering she has +7 by default.
Yeah, meaning you
That I could.
You would have to roll a, yeah, you wouldn't be able to fail the save by 5 or more.
I might give it to her on a nat 1, but anyway, we're waffling here. Sorry. Carry on.
Beyond that, so I would just wait to hear what Verity wants her to do, because Verity's the smart one, so...
Is she? I mean, okay.
Strahd is really the smart one.
He really is. He's got the... Yeah.
Oh, it's true, but...
No, thank you. You may have him hover or fly out of sight above if you wish, but I don't want anything to give my intentions away until I deal with him properly.
I really want this to succeed. Any kind of motions to the whole of Verity. Have you given any thought to what you're going to say or how you're going to physically act, since this kind of thing seems a bit awkward for you?
She just kind of like turns her head to him out of the side of her eye. She's like, extensively.
All right then.
Do remember she's been brooding since they found out about the doll. So in all that time, she was machinating this, assassination attempt in her head.
That's fine. That was just the last of my concerns, because I didn't want you to show up all dolled up and act like an idiot.
And she shakes the notebook. She goes, I have chronicled the behavior of promiscuous women in detail from earlier in my life. I will be fine, or I'll be dead. But either way, my problem will be solved, I suppose.
I'm not going to let you be dead. That's not going to work out. Can I ask why? Why are you so worried about murdering Izek?
You can ask, but I don't really feel the need to explain myself to you at the moment.
Fine, that's fair. I mean,
suffice it to say that I will not be I will not be objectified again, ever.
Sai's just going to blink at Nanaha and Raz, because remember, she doesn't know what happened.
Nanaha's going to lean in. Oh, never mind.
Our dearest Verity has been getting a bit of the Irina treatment from Ismark and having dolls made up of her.
Zick.
Izek. Too many eyes.
Oh, gross.
Hence why I made her look a little bit like Irina if I could swing it.
It would be difficult to do.
I'm talking hair texture, dear.
Also difficult to do because tieflings and humans have different hair texture.
It's just why I was trying to put the waves in.
It's like snakes! Probably.
On a demi-plane.
Hey! Wait, no, we made that joke last week.
Oh, God.
And
she's the DM, and she can make that joke as many times as she wants.
Also, it's my stream, and so therefore puns are perfectly allowed.
The punation.
I hate it.
Is that a wisdom save?
Intelligence, more like it. Every time I hear one, I feel like I get dumber.
All right. So what's the plan, guys?
Just gonna wait for Lennon Axel to be done with his cleric stuff, and then I thought we'd take a stroll over to the burgomaster's mansion. I'm assuming he'd be there, since we didn't get any real intel on him.
And the rest of the party will be using Path Without a Trace so that we're less noticeable.
All right, Axel. What
Yes.
is your plan when you get to the church?
So when we get to the church, I am going to quickly greet Matilda, all the rigmarole of religious blessing or religious greetings, and then ask her to either ring the bell or show me where it is, and just start yamming the church bell.
All right. Excuse me. You see, right now the church is pretty empty. There is a single individual in there right now. Woman in her, I would say probably early 40s. She is just silently in prayer right now. You briefly recognize or remember seeing her at the festival before everything went down.
Was she involved or anything, or she was just like in the crowd?
You remember her being in the promenade.
Like she was one of the people in the stocks, or she was just like in the crowd that gathered?
No, she was on riding a horse next or kind of behind the burgomaster.
Okay.
And you remember her looking very sullen then.
I'll leave her to her prayer for the time being, as she seems lost in it. And yeah, I figure I'm going to address everyone here once everyone shows up.
Mm-hmm. You are showed to the bell up in the rafters. You see, as you're up there, hasn't been really used since the last time you were here. There are actually several bat corpses lingering. Just, you see a few dead bats around the church bell.
Have to clean that up when we get some time. But yeah, so Axel is just going to ring it as loudly and as vigorously as he can for, let's say, a minute.
All right, you all hear from the inn. You hear the sound of this bell ringing throughout the village. Just this dong dong. There is starting to be a congregation of people forming out of curiosity.
Yeah, so after the bell is done ringing, Axel's going to stay up in the bell tower and just kind of look at the crowd gather.
Sure.
And like wait for people to stop filtering in.
It's a slow trickle. Most people seem kind of confused about what's going on. You kind of would have expected maybe a bigger turnout, but you're not entirely sure on the exact population of the village. Maybe people are still holed up, but there's probably about, I'd say, 100 people.
You cut out the end there. You said like 100 people, give or take?
Yeah, 100, give or take.
Okay. And then, so I'll just wait for kind of the group to stop filtering in once it looks like. And then I'm gonna go off a push talk here just because I've got a thing that I wrote for this, and I know I'm gonna forget to take my hand off of push to talk at some point. So 1 second. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Cool.
answered without pushing because
See, that's what I was
Right.
gonna do. Okay. So, I'm going to use thaumaturgy to boom my voice for all of this so everyone can hear me.
Okay.
Greetings to all of you. May the Morning Lord's warmth embrace you and bring you prosperity on this day and all days. My name is Axel Sillison. Some of you may know me. I've prayed beside some of you. I've fought beside some of you. I've broken bread with some.
Oh no,
What's
we
up?
lost him after breaking bread.
Oh god. So my internet just flickered for a second there. Am I back?
Yes, the last thing you said was broken bread with some of you.
I've broken bread with some of you. Okay, thank you. I've broken bread with some of you. Some of you may just recognize me from the posters that were scattered around town, charged with the crime of standing up for the life of an innocent man. I'll commit that crime at every opportunity, as our faith dictates we must. We are children of the Morning Lord, and whether from this valley or beyond, the world is our country, all mankind are our brethren, and to do good is our religion. And to that end, I must say aloud what all of you know in your hearts. The Burgomaster is a heretic.
At this point, there's an uproar. Some people are gasping. Some people are turning up and starting to head back out of the church. A few people, there's kind of like weak applause.
I actually had pause for effect written in there, so excellent.
Nice.
So he perverts the faith for his own power and nothing more. Look around you. You're forced to labor under the guise of celebration of the light, and you're chained for acknowledging that. Our faith is not one of punishment and squalor. We are the spring dawns that awaken the fields. We are the light by which society studies and learns. But we're also the fire that comes from but a spark, and the time has come to burn the field so it may grow twice as richly next season. Together we can make this city the shining beacon of the valley. This is the power of our conviction. This is the power of our faith. And I'm going to use the sun amulet to make light at that point.
Okay. Roll persuasion at advantage.
There's a little more after this, but I will.
Oh, continue.
Oh, it's fine. If there's like a reaction from the crowd or whatever. But okay. If you hold loyalty to the Burgomaster, renounce it and you will be unharmed and welcomed. If you cannot do this, leave the city and never return. We will not hunt you down. The Burgomaster has sealed his fate. None of you need to meet that same fate. Go home. Stay off the streets. Go in peace and go in the light, and may the Morning Lord bless your steps. Okay, and that's all I got.
All right. Now roll persuasion at advantage. Also, please mark down a point of inspiration.
Advantage. Persuasion.
Why do we ever give him advantage or disadvantage? It doesn't matter.
You're consistent, if anything.
All right, let me go back on push talk. Thanks for hearing me.
I would say you probably lose about a third of the crowd during your speech. A lot of them are still sitting there contemplating your words. They are kind of like, some people are getting fired up. Some people you can tell you've reached, but they're too scared. And then, yeah, there were a few people that outright was just like, okay, this guy's a joke, I'm leaving.
That's fair. And then just kind of for effect, I'm just going to like walk out of the church with the 10 minutes of light, just like this ball of sun walking through the town toward the Burgomaster's residence.
Mic drop. Can you do me a favor? Can you roll me a perception check, please?
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. You said perception?
Yes. You do see that woman remained and stayed there until after you left. You tend to notice tears dripping down to the floor as you walk by.
Axel like lightly put a hand on her shoulder and just not say anything, but continue on the way out. And then I will go to meet the group at the Burgomaster's.
Because I never said where I went, I'll just say that I followed Axel in silence.
So, he's just walking around with this sunlight.
Yep.
Yeah, for like 10 minutes, so you should be able to find me.
Saya's gonna see that and look at Verity. We might want to take a more circuitous route or get there faster.
Make it a little less obvious.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm gonna get however many of the group that are nearby near me and cast Pass Without a Trace.
I think it's everyone but Pocket and Axel.
Add 10 to your dexterity and...
Yeah,
you can
10 to your
that
stealth
way.
roll.
Yeah, sorry. But we should be stealthy about getting over there at this point.
We're in your corner, Verity.
Yes, push to talk. Right. Okay. Well, she won't really use the stealth roll because she wants to be seen.
But hey, it's good for an hour, so
Thanks
if
for
things
coming.
go shitty, you can use it.
All right. Okay. So 27, 13.
Rods, are you also going to stealth, or are you marching through town?
Saya's not used to, being stealthy. So
Also, you're blue.
I am blue.
Dabba-dee, dabba-die.
If somebody was going to do it, I knew they couldn't resist. I was like, it's coming.
Hey, the DM did it, not me.
All right. So you all make your way to the Burgomaster's mansion.
So before we get there proper, maybe at the end of the block or whatever the equivalent in Barovia is, she just kind of holds a hand out behind her, just wait there.
Mhm.
And she, I'm assuming everybody just does, she kind of approaches the manor with her arm, her hands up like in surrender. Of course, her hands are also, she's also got her arms up, her elbows are behind her shoulders so that certain parts of her are accentuated as she walks up in quote unquote surrender. And I want to keep calling him Isaac. It's
Isaac.
Yeah, you're right.
It is okay.
Ismark is Irina's brother.
Right, yeah, no, we don't want to kill him. No, we no, definitely not. All right. Is he there? Or will she need to...
He is not currently outside the house.
Okay, so she will also use thaumaturgy because, it's a useful spell. And she just sort of, turns up the volume to, whatever 3 times her normal is. She's like, I've come hoping for a word with Master Isaac. Is he available? And, still keeping her hands up in chest accentuating surrender.
So as you get closer to the manor, you see several of the windows and doors are boarded up. There's a contingent of militiamen outside of the front entrance. And you go to make yourself known. One of them stands up forward. a little more armored than the rest. What is your business here?
I have valuable information about some troublemakers in town that I think he'll be keen to hear, especially from me. Would you send one of your little underlings to tell him that I am here to deliver him what he wants in person?
And why shouldn't we not just take you to the stockades and he can talk to you there?
Because I think he probably wants me hale and healthy for reasons that you probably haven't been made known. Sorry, reasons he probably hasn't shared with you.
Roll persuasion.
She's good at this. Come on, roll 20. Come on, don't fuck up her big moment.
Oh, it was wobbling on that one for a while.
God, I saw it too.
He motions, and one of the guardsmen goes inside.
And while we wait, and what is your name, sir?
Bogan, why does it matter to you?
Oh, well, when he has become the hero of this town, I'll be sure to let him know that it was you who helped me bring this matter to his attention.
Roll perception check while you're here, by the way.
Oh God, she's less good at that. That's more like it.
Yeah, you got nothing.
It's all right. The one that maybe mattered was good. That's what's
Exactly.
A couple minutes go by. It's kind of awkward as you're sitting there waiting. What do the rest of the party do as they're watching this exchange take place?
Trying to hide about 60 feet away if possible.
Yeah, that pink line is supposed to basically say the difference away that you guys are.
I am just curious how long before the giant glow that is Axel and Pocket arrive on the scene.
I mean, it's only, 10 minutes?
For the light, yeah.
Yeah.
So at some point here, probably on the walkover, that's going to die down.
If I see Axel, I'm going to try to get him to hide.
Alright, well, feel free you guys to roll stealth. Neither of you have the pass without a trace active.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Pocket should be fine.
I was gonna say, Loomis's Pocket should be fine. He rolls in that one.
Please no.
She would.
Clang, or maybe the light's still on. We're just kind of walking up. I am a spotlight.
Ring,
Stop
ring, ring went the church bell. Clang, clang, clang went the man. Verity, you see some of their attention turning towards behind you, and you hear this you hear this soft clanging up the hill.
Hopefully he can see. She kind of looks back, just casually looks back with a look in her eyes that's like, please don't fucking get me killed with your big ass armor, while I'm standing here exposed in front of all the guard.
Hopefully
Oh,
Axel just-
great! And there he is, just in time. Lovely.
You see him marching out. Last time that you guys encountered him, he was kind of just, I don't know, kind of brutish, wearing mostly just equipment that you could find around. Now he's coming out in a suit of armor almost matching Axel's in design. And he turns, "What is this all about?"
All right, sorry. Deep breath. You got I practiced in my head. Let's see if I can pull this off.
He did not roll high enough to recognize you in the bougie as fuck outfit.
Bougie as fuck. Okay, all right. Well, hello, Master Isaac. I thought perhaps you might be interested in an exchange of, say, information. I'm quite certain that a man in your position has already heard rumors and rumblings that the little ragtag group of troublemakers I was with last time have returned. Now, I know how Barovia operates. Previously, I was rather stuck with them. But as it is, circumstances have changed, and I find myself looking to... She kind of like, with her hand still up for surrender, she kind of like wiggles a hand around. Trade up, as it were? And can you blame me? Lest you forget, the mangy cat nearly crumpled in two with a single swing of your axe last time.
The moment of recognition hits. Roll a deception check.
Oh, I didn't even know that one existed. Wow, neat.
He looks at you. And you can see there's like this moment of conflict internally.
Well, she sees it and she doesn't let up. So she takes a step closer, assuming, he'll let her. And she goes, "So imagine my surprise when I heard that a certain toy maker was interested in making a doll in my likeness." And quickly...
His look of confusion turns to one of anger, and you hear under his breath, "He is a dead man."
And, oh, now, don't be too hard on dear Blinsky. He did not name you directly. And
his eyes are like burning points of fire.
Be honest with yourself. For all the strengths he possesses, Guile is not one of them. But enough about the silly toy maker. I thought perhaps you might be interested in the genuine article instead. And so I have come to make a deal with you. I am willing to give you all the information you might require. Where my companions are, and she gets a little closer. How long they will be staying, and she gets a little closer. Even how they plan to cause trouble. And she gets, she kind of like, she swallows her internal willies and just presses up against him a little bit. And all I'm asking in return is your help in securing a pardon from the burgomaster. It was such a terrible misunderstanding after all. And she kind of puts a hand on his shoulder. Internally, she's like, and but externally, she's laying it on. And you help me clear things up. And she leans in. You get to be the hero of the town. And at this point, she's like right by his ear, whispering, and she's like, "And you get me." And the hand on his shoulder slides around, kind of to the back of his neck. He's like, "Do we have a deal?"
Insight check.
Inside.
So, from the interactions you've seen of other hoity-toity type people and attempting to seduce someone, strangely, he doesn't seem to be seduced. He seems more uncomfortable at the attempts at seduction than one would anticipate. However, he's not recoiling to the point of turning you away, and he does open the door inside now.
Well, since she's still draping off of him, the second he turns to head for the door, If there was a way for her to channel every single one of her spell slots into a turbo inflict wounds, I would do that. But she just lets him have it.
Yeah, but you rolled high enough that you can tell that there's something more to this than just, oh, pretty lady, want bone. Like, as dolled up as you are, he doesn't seem into you in that way.
Nani? Well, okay, then maybe she doesn't let him have it. Fuck, my plan has officially gone off the rail, guys. Bye, I'm going inside.
I still have a very high stealth, so I'm gonna start trying to get nearby without being seen.
All right, you're gonna have to roll it. How close are you trying to get?
I want to go around the building and see if I can start peering into windows.
Okay, go ahead.
Roll again. Okay.
Since we have to stay near Nanaha to maintain our stealth, I guess I'm going
Actually, you don't have to. You just have to be there when it's cast.
Oh, I thought it had to stay within 30 feet at all times.
It's up on there. Yeah, let's see. For the duration, each character you choose within 30 feet of you has plus 10 to dexterity and cannot be tracked by magical means.
Right, it doesn't say that they
it's
must
just when I
maintain 30
cast.
feet. So yeah, you just have to be there when she casts it.
So you don't have to be dragged behind me, but I wouldn't mind assistance.
Yeah, he wouldn't let her go off on her own.
So roll stealth again.
Okay. I mean, or I could try and put a... Yeah, alright.
What are you thinking before I start wandering off?
Well, I mean, I can fire blasts within 120 feet. I could get on a roof and get some nice angles, but also I'm kind of worried about Verity being inside that place without us.
Why do you think I'm walking off?
For Verity! I can roll for Verity!
And remember, it's plus 10.
Alright, so that is a 25 for Saya, a 17 for Nanaha, and a 29 for Raz.
He's sneaky, wow.
Raz is a dex barb, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Man, I missed the 27 I had before. But still.
Axel's staying in the alley or wherever we were pulled off to the side. He's just going to walk in the front door when everything goes wrong.
Alright, feel free to maneuver your tokens at this point. Raz, Nanaha, and Saya.
I would like to go here.
Okay. As you're turning that corner... Oi, you! The redhead! Where do you think you're going?
I just kind of wave behind my ass to hopefully signal other people. Hi there, what's up?
Burgomaster's manor is off limits. What are you doing here?
This is the Burgomaster's matter?
Roll deception.
I was looking for... this is Angela asking, what is the name of the lady that we had dinner with?
Fiona Wachter.
I was looking for the Wachter's residence. Did I go the wrong way?
What business do you have with the Wachters?
Oh, I was invited for dinner.
Men, arrest her. You see the other guards kind of confused, but they start to approach you, Nanaha.
No, I'm sorry. I will not be staying with you. And I am going to step of the wind, run the fuck away.
Okay. You make a fucking beeline. And at this point...
If I'm drawing them away from the house, then I'm drawing them away from the house.
This group is going to start just chasing after you.
That is 5 people they don't have to deal with.
Who are
All
also
right.
probably never gonna catch her.
We will handle that later. What does Raz and Saya want to do now?
Well, I mean, Nanaha's plan of looking through the windows to make sure Verity isn't getting herself murdered in there is a pretty solid one. So, is there a window that we can see through?
There is, but it is boarded up currently.
That's unfortunate.
Based on the way that the manor is set up right now, you can tell that it is in pure panic mode.
Can we see through the cracks in the boards?
Yes, but it'll be limited.
So Sai's gonna elbow Raz. So I can Misty Step in. I know you've got your little teleportation things.
The question is, do we want to stay on the outside so that we can move more easily around to get closer, or do we want to be inside? I don't know where the layout of this house or where Isaac might have taken her.
I don't know. You and Axel are the fighter people, the tactical people. What do you think is the best plan?
I feel that Verity would likely make a loud noise if things go sideways. So being around so that we can move to a different window quickly rather than inside might be better.
Works for me, so we're just trying to perceive if she needs us.
Alright, Nanaha. Pocket and Axel, by the way, you see Nanaha just fucking take off with these guardsmen chasing after.
Yeah, I'm still faster.
Well, I definitely can't keep up with that, but do you think you should go help her?
I'm afraid to leave all of you separate. She can run pretty fast and she can get away. She can circle back and get back to us.
That's fair.
Plus, I really want to murder Isaac.
That is also fair. Kind of to no one, but just be safe, Nanaha.
Alright. Verity, you are brought into a grand foyer, which has a wide staircase with sculpted railing. A long carpeted hall attaches to the foyer, stretching almost the length of the mansion, and has several doors leading away from it, including one at the far end. Bundles of twigs are heaped against the walls. You see a variety of wooden boards nailed over the windows and some of the exterior-facing doors. Isaac motions at you with his normal-sized arm. Come. Follow me.
Well, this has not gone at all the way she wanted or expected or even hoped it might. So she just, let's investigate.
All right. He takes you up the stairs immediately in the entrance and brings you up to essentially a half level.
Oh yeah, like a staircase landing. It looks like, yeah.
Yeah. Brings you up to the upstairs gallery. You see that the staircase climbs 20 feet up to a gallery with framed landscape paintings lining the walls, red silk drapes covering a 10-foot tall arched window of leaden glass. You can sort of see through it, but the various wooden boards have patched up several of the holes, or well, not holes, but patched up a lot of the window frame.
Okay. I say it's not, she's in, so she doesn't want to tip her hand. Maybe there's maybe let's see what happens. Yeah.
He leads you to a room. He pulls out a key, unlocks it.
Are those all dolls? I don't want to be here. This place is creepy.
This room is full of pretty little dolls with powder white skin and auburn hair. Some of them dress beautifully, some others plainly. Some of the dolls fill a long bookshelf, others are arranged in neat rows on wall-mounted shelves. Still, others are piled atop a bed in a heavy wooden chest. Some of them have horns kind of attached to their head. Apart from the clothing, many of them look like Irina. Most of them look like Irina. Few of them, though, can kind of piece together are supposed to be you. He goes and he locks the door behind him.
Oh, great.
Why have I been having visions of you? What can you tell me?
You have been having visions of me?
Yes.
In your sleep? Or just...
In my sleep, yes.
Well, I suppose offhand I would say that would make you perfectly healthy male, but I don't know. Based on the evidence that you've compiled here, I don't think that this is normal. And I take it you have been having visions of this pale woman as well? What do the visions tell you?
In my visions, she is darker skinned, but the doll maker, he is an idiot.
Well, yes, we've established that.
I don't know. They are constant. So, that means both of you, in some level, are of importance. What is that? What are you?
A tiefling? Yes, this is... I don't know. What are you? I mean... not to be an alarmist, but your arm is not what one would consider normal, darling.
It is better than the alternative I had when the wolf bit it off.
Fair enough. So in these visions, what do you see? Is it just the image of me and the other woman, or is there anything happening?
No, they are just normal scenes, but it is always either her or now you.
Well, this sounds like an excellent opportunity for some research. Does the town have any library worth investigating?
Vargas has a better library than anything in the town, but he is currently there right now.
I
What
see.
do you... he is not to know you are here. What do you need?
Well, we would need... Let's see. Visions of a person or persons. We would probably want a broad variety of subject, ranging from your family history to any strange occurrences you've had in your past, anytime you've been in contact with anything magical or magical sources, otherworldly powers. And she starts ticking off this, like, huge-ass list.
Alright. You are not to leave this room. You hear me?
But what if I, well, you know.
I will be back shortly. We can discuss that then.
I would really rather not discuss that with you if that's all right.
You cannot be seen here.
Why not? What's going on here? Why is everything boarded up? What is happening?
You tell me what I need, and maybe I'll help you with that.
Well, as I said, research is the
the best place to start when uncovering mysterious circumstances such as yours.
And he will lock the door behind him.
Don't
And
see any windows in here, do I?
nope.
Boy, this room is unsettling.
We'll Nanaha. What's your plan?
I am trying to run into town and lose them in the buildings. So, are there any crowded-looking areas?
The market square.
I'm going to first turn off push to talk because I'm really failing at this. So give me just a sec. Okay. So my current plan is to run towards the market square, but I am going to get in there and try to veer off in the first alley that I see.
All right. So there is a bit of a stretch where it's just a flat out run. And so
I should have had however much is okay, so it should be 45 plus 45 plus 45, isn't it? For
yes.
all out running plus step of the wind, and I will not be running in a straight line. I will be weaving a little bit in it.
No, I understand.
I expect that they're going to start firing arrows at my ass.
That is exactly why I wanted to know what was going on. Before you're able to get get enough distance away to break an easy shot, they will all get rounds off on you.
I expect that.
3 crossbow bolts hit.
All right, so they rolled 17 or higher. Got it.
Yep. First one is 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Are you going to deflect arrows?
Yes.
All right. Tell me which one you deflect. Second one is 6 damage.
Okay,
And
hang
third
on.
one is 9.
So I'm going to deflect the first one.
Okay.
So deflect arrows. D.
All right. So you completely negate the damage of the first bolt, and
So I'm rolling down 15 now.
right. Yeah. As you're running, you just grab it right out of the air, like barely even looking, and you do see one of the guardsmen slow down and make their way back to the manor. They don't get paid enough to deal with that.
Hey, it distracted them for however long that took.
There's still about 4 of them chasing you.
Mm-hmm.
You do break your way off into an alleyway. Roll me a stealth check, please.
Can do. And then add 10 to that.
Okay, yeah, nope.
I am one with the trash.
You're pretty sure you managed to lose them. You can still hear some commotion. You are near the market square. Is there anything you want to do while you're here? You hear a loud commotion from the market square area.
I don't know the map of Barovia, so I can't figure out where anything is from here.
All right, give me a second. I can pull up the map of Valakai for you.
Ah, crap. I said the wrong place. I'm sorry. Okay, so Market Square is where on this map?
Market Square is Sorry, 1 second. A pop-up closed that I needed. Okay. So,
Let's
Market
see.
Square is here.
Okay. So I kind of cut through a bunch of houses to get there, I'm guessing, because the
Yes.
Burgomaster's the orange long thing.
No, actually, the Burgomaster's mansion is here.
Okay, so it's next to that. I wasn't very far off.
No.
All right. So I am going to try to sneak my way back towards the area, but I'm going to hang out on a nearby roof and peer over at what's going on. So within
right.
just my sight range type thing. I'm
Okay.
going to try to stealth back.
All right. Do you pay any attention to the commotion?
If I'm not the source of the commotion, yes, I would love to see what's going on with the commotion. Perception?
Yep.
What's going on?
See, there's a large group of people, probably about 20 to 30 villagers,
Okay.
and they are shouting and yelling, and you actually see them dragging a woman towards the stocks.
Who is it?
You recognize this woman from being in the parade. She was the sullen woman behind the Burgomaster.
All right. Okay.
And she is just limp and crying, and they are locking her up in the stocks that you saw the villagers in when you first arrived.
Okay, I am not going to go directly back to the party. I am going to stay out of sight lines. If it means I have to climb buildings and hop from building to building, I will, but I want to get within 60 feet of her.
Okay, you do hear them amongst the shouting and screaming. You do hear down with Vargas, the Volakoviches will burn.
Oh boy, not a fan, not a fan. That's Burgomaster's wife?
Yes.
Okay, well that's not good. Are they looking like they're going to leave her in the stocks, or are they actively trying to do something to her?
Right now, it looks like they're just going to leave her in the stocks for the time being, but the crowd is very worked up.
Okay, I am going to be hiding nearby and making sure they don't actually harm her. Sitting in the stocks is not going to be a huge problem right now, but I want to make sure that they don't try to do something horrible at the moment.
You do hear the occasional shout of heretic amongst the rabble.
That's fine. They can shout and scream all they want. I'm just making sure they don't outright kill her. So I am Batmaning it out, trying to keep an eye on her and make sure she don't die.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm doing for the moment.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Back to push to talk.
So how does Verity get herself out of this?
She lightning bolts the door and fucking runs for it.
So about, I'd say at this point, 20 minutes go by. Team outside, anything you wish to do right now?
Can we hear the commotion?
You can start to hear the commotion at this point. It's getting louder.
Raz would have likely slunk along the sides and, kind of gotten a lay of the house just to kind of see what's going on so that he knows kind of like the width of the house,
Mm-hmm.
See if there's any good second-story windows that aren't super boarded up, so that he can at least see like up into a ceiling area, so that he can get onto the second floor if that's where a lightning bolt happens to shoot out a window or something.
The big leaded glass window in the gallery would be your best bet. So, let me do a thing here. So I have it marked on the map, Ms. Agus, if you want to look up just where that window would be located.
I can only see black, but I know the.
Never mind.
I know the layout of the building in my head, so I can kind of guess where that is.
The window is basically right above the front door, so... So the big double door where all the guards were standing in front of?
Yeah.
Up above that is the large leaded glass window that leads to the gallery.
Okay.
Yeah, Sai would either be moving with him or stay where where he told her to stay, because she's not particularly stealthy, so her probably being in one spot makes less noise. But she'd either be following Roz or wherever he told her to stay to listen for Verity.
Alright.
Being that we're a little further back, do we just hear this commotion, or can I actually make out anything that the mob is?
You do see a commotion, and at this point, Axel, you're far enough back that you do actually see a group of about 15 with torches. And they're marching towards the manor with purpose.
So, as they get closer, I'm going to, not jump in front of them, but kind of walk in front of them, kind of walking backwards, to face them, to speak to them for seconds. Guys, this is not, go home. This is not how we're going to do this.
They all look. This is what you told us to do. This is what you asked for. We are saving this village from the heretics.
We will save the village from the heretics, but burning the village down does us no good.
That is why we burn the burgomaster's manor.
I object.
The manor is meaningless. The man is who we need to remove.
The man is in the manor. It is the easiest way to remove him from power.
Gentlemen, please, go home. Be in peace. The burgomaster will be dealt with. We don't need to burn the village down. Or his house down.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
You warmed him up. Now you got to take responsibility.
Yeah, I know. I need to release a 2-minute tweet video about this.
Oh my god. No, Lennon!
Many of them just push past you and keep going. A few of them spit at your feet. Keep going.
Oh, damn.
Shit. Pocket, we have a problem.
So,
no, it sounds like that house has a problem.
We should follow them.
So are Raz and I aware of this at this moment?
It'll be about a minute, but you will be very shortly.
When we do see them, Sai is going to eye the torches, look at Rez. Okay, time's up. We have to get Verity out of there.
Meanwhile, Verity. Sorry.
Do everything. Let me know when the guards' focus becomes onto the encroaching mob.
Sure.
Axel is at the tail end of this column at this point. It's not so much trying to stop them at this point, it's just hoping to control damage.
Alright, Verity.
Yeah.
Izik comes back with a stack of books.
Oh, wow.
This is the best I could find in his library.
All right. Well, now much of her like fury has kind of cooled because it sounds like from what he's been saying that he hasn't been like sexually objectifying her. So like a lot of that fury has sort of like bled off, and she's still real wary of him because the burgomaster is patently a dick, and he's like the left hand ball. So it's like, well, what have you brought for us?
The best I could find are books on history. And if there is anything you can tell me about my sister, that would be appreciated.
You have a sister?
Yes, many years ago, I was on a fishing trip with my father and uncle, and she came along. A wolf attacked, took my arm, and in the chaos, she ran away into the forest and was never seen again. But I know she is still alive.
Does she have a name?
1 second. Her name was Irina.
Oh, holy shit.
Do you know her?
I might, but I will need to do some research to get to the bottom of this.
He punches the desk. A few dolls fly off.
Well, that's not going to help anything. Grab a book. Has Irina ever made mention of her brother? Sorry, out of character. Has Irina ever made mention of a brother?
The only brother she's ever talked about is Ismark. She knows she was adopted, but that was it.
Real talk, did we know she was adopted?
She said so early on.
Okay, I didn't remember
Yes.
that, so...
Yeah, that was months ago. Yeah, that slipped, but yeah.
Yeah, and if it was pre-session 6, then we wouldn't have...
It was pretty early on, because there was some talk about how she weirdly didn't... She wasn't, she stood out compared to both Ismark and the Burgomaster.
Yeah, Ismark is really fair-skinned and stuff.
Yeah, I
She
guess
also
I
didn't
just...
have much memory of her youth.
That's fair. I guess because I forgot about the adopted part, I just attributed it to their mother and her taking more after her.
Mm-hmm.
Can we hear the approaching like clamor in here?
Eventually, you'll get some time to do some research before they'll get close enough.
Well, Verity's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and she's like, what does she do in her head? She's like, oh, what do I do? It's her brother, but he's evil. But it's her brother. Does he have his axe?
The axe is leaning up against the wall in here, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, shoot! While he was gone, I should have, smashed it. I forgot to ask. Damn! Alright, okay. Alright, so she will basically feign digging into the books while she tries to, wheel, the gears turn in her head on how she's going to get away from him and or deal with this, because if she kills Irina's brother, even if he's adopted, she might be upset, but he's evil, but he's upset. So, she's going to have that mental debate while she's, quote-unquote, reading a book.
Mm-hmm. He is slowly reading. It's a bit of a struggle for him. It's not like he's completely illiterate, but he doesn't read a lot.
When did you say these visions started?
Years ago. 10 years ago now.
Has anyone in your family ever had any magical prowess? Anyone study the arcane arts or anything?
Not that my father ever said.
Well, I was just thinking there is a significant non-0% chance you may be slightly magically adept and your visions are just memories brought to life by your innate abilities. You might be a sorcerer. Have you ever thought of that? Giving up the axe and possibly turning to study instead of being a guard?
No. I cannot abandon my post. I owe Vargas a lot.
Yes, about that. What? You do know he's not a morally upstanding man, yes? Why would you want to serve him? I mean, if you owe
He
a
gets
debt
things
to
done.
yes, but
It is
owing
not
a
my
debt
place to question him.
it's always our place to question our leaders. Critical thinking and all that. You can't just go along with that. Maybe we should talk to him about this.
Maybe later.
Does the burgomaster knows Ismark, right?
Yes.
And he knows Ismark has a sister, right?
He doesn't know because it's not something he talks about.
Ah, okay. Well, so much for... You know what? Fuck it. We're all in. And Verity, puts down the book and she goes, "Of course, Irina. Now I remember where I've heard that name." Blatantly lying to his face, but whatever. I believe she's related to the burgomaster of... Oh, shit. Where did we spawn? I'm sorry.
Barovia Village.
Of Barovia Village. And I do believe Vargas was speaking with him on our last visit. I'm positive he must know something. We should definitely ask him about this.
You can see the gears starting to click in his mind. He throws a book down to the floor. That is a good idea.
Have you ever told him about her name?
Which him? The burgomaster?
Yeah. She's basically trying to be like, I think he was, trying to instill the seed of, I think he was hiding something about this from you.
I think it is time that I go pay Barovia a visit. And he goes to grab his axe.
Ooh! Not what we wanted. Definitely not what we wanted. Well, am I at least going to be allowed to leave the room now?
Yes, but you are coming with.
To what? Yeah, very well.
You still have some connection with all these.
Yeah, the connection is I'm sweet on your sister. Sorry, bro, but yeah, it was all right. Do you really need the axe though? If you go to meet a long lost family member, do you really want your meeting to be at sword point? Not to offend, but you cut a rather intimidating visage in that armor and that axe. If you do go to meet your sister, I don't think that would make a very good first impression.
That is fine. I just wish to know she is safe. I would do anything. I would kill anyone to find her.
Oh, less heartfelt. Okay. So she kind of puts a hand on the hand that he has on the axe, and she goes, "Then you will not need this."
No, I very much will. And he goes to open the door, and it's about at this point you hear the commotion outside.
Oh. Dear. Well,
And you hear from the other room, Izik, what is that ruckus going on?
Oh, don't worry, all will be well. Lel.
He kicks the door open, runs out to the window, tears down some of the boards.
Does he see Verity?
Yes, he very much does.
Oh. Hello! Again.
He sneer focuses on you. Oh, it's one of you. Izik comes running back. Sir, we have to get you out of here.
Oh, whoa.
Why?
Wait, hang on. This way, I think? Yeah, okay, there we go.
Why do you need me to leave my village? Because there is an armed mob coming to the manor.
Bring us the burgomaster!
Then deal with it. That is what I pay you for.
Yes, go deal with that. I'll keep an eye on the burgomaster for you.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah. I clicked it. There it goes.
One second. A lot of moving pieces right now.
Yeah, sorry. This spiraled way out of control. I didn't mean to.
No, this is my fault. This is absolutely my fault, Pounce.
It's no one's fault that we get to play D&D.
Oh, that's fair.
He will run.
Leaving Verity alone with the burgomaster?
Yes. You do also, while you're here, hear shouting from another room. Somebody pleading for help.
Where is the burgomaster? I don't see him on the map.
All right. Ground floor.
Is this the indication that the focus of the guards is on the encroaching mob?
Oh, definitely.
Then Roz would kind of slink around the side and warp up into that other area.
All right.
Sai is gonna peek through a window and Misty step into the house.
Okay.
Verity scampers off to go. She gives like a longing look of, oh, I should really just melt his face, but someone was screaming for help, so she's got to go look. Which room was it? Sorry. Oh, thank you. Is it locked?
It is, and... What? Excuse me? This is private residence. How did you get in here?
Oh, Izik betrayed you and let me in.
He is very, just blusterous. You hear, Roz, you hear commotion of someone screaming for help, and this argumentative situation. Saya, you appear in a small parlor room. It's very, well furnished, clean, doilies everywhere.
Lovely. Is the door open? Can I open the door?
Sure.
I'm going to just kind of crack it and peek out first, mostly because I don't want to run into Izik as he's running out.
You see the front door slam shut as you open this door. There is a maid who is currently cowering in the corner, terrified.
Hello, darling. Are you alright?
Mario, what is going on?
I'll just head upstairs then. Maybe hide in the parlor.
She is whimpering.
So yeah, I'm gonna head up the stairs. I'm looking for Verity.
Okay. Alright. So, I am going to give everybody here some choices. Nanaha, do you stay in the village square after you see people breaking away, or do you follow?
Do I think they are going to do anything to the burgomaster's wife?
Roll insight. Most likely, yes.
Okay, then I am going to do something very weird. I am going to use 2 more key points. God, I hate burning them. And I'm going to cast Darkness over the burgomaster's wife. It's going to be tagged directly to the thing she's stuck in.
See, you hear even more shouting.
That's fine. I'm going to poof into the darkness.
You are hearing more cries of, he was right, she's a heretic!
I'm sorry about this, and I will be relocating her after this, but I am going to get her out of the stocks while nobody can see me.
Okay, roll a...
And I'm going to whisper very quietly, I am not here to harm you, I'm here to free you.
Okay, roll Persuasion, then roll Thieves' Tools, or Athletics if you're trying to break it. Thieves' Tools for an unlock. Yeah, you're able to pry them open.
Sorry about this, but I will get you out of here. And
all right.
I'm going to drag her down the nearest alley with me away from the crowd.
Okay. That is what you will be doing. Probably won't be part of the combat. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm the one that decided to save the wife.
Pocket, what are you doing? You see this encroaching mob and Axel kind of anxiously following.
Just sticking near Axel. Because Isaac is supposed to be, I imagine, did we see Isaac? Well, yeah, Isaac's out here. But so seeing Isaac, I'll take out my bow and just hold an attack while we wait to see what's happening here.
Okay. Saya, what is your plan?
Saya's plan is find Verity and get her out of the house, and also find out what the hell. Why did she walk into this place alone?
Okay, you can get upstairs. What you will be doing is dependent entirely upon what Verity and Roz are going to be doing.
Roz is going to head toward the commotion, since I'm pretty sure he heard Verity's voice in that, and see what's going on.
You see Verity face to face with the burgomaster.
She extends a hand and she's like, "You know they're going to burn this place down, don't you? Come with us. We'll get you out the back."
Deception?
Saya would be so proud.
Saya has been very proud of you this whole time.
Oh, that was a disadvantage.
Would have been at disadvantage anyway because he doesn't trust you.
Fair.
You will not touch me, but if you are getting me out of here, so be it.
All right. Well, which way? Then which way is the back, you fool?
Boys, follow.
No, Dan, boys, don't follow. Try to get him away from her.
Bork, bork.
I'm not killing any dogs. You do it, Roz.
Roz looks clearly confused as you're attempting to apparently save the burgomaster, who he's under the assumption we're here to murder.
She's actually going to try to bring him to that big-ass window, kill him, and then throw his corpse out the window.
Well, he doesn't know that.
Oh.
So you see him following after Verity, cautiously with 2 large mastiffs in tow.
Where's Saya in all this?
I'm
At
around
this-
the corner.
Yeah, this is about the point where you round the corner.
Okay, well, then. So Saya is now within, like, eyesight of Verity if she turns to her left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then she goes, oh, okay, that should be mathematically sufficient. Roz, now, and she tries to grab him to give him the death hand. Not Roz, the burgomaster.
Yeah, I figured that's what you meant. Who wants to do the honors? Because apparently you're all doing things.
Oh, Roz would absolutely let Verity murder the burgomaster.
Okay. If you're doing the thing, do the thing, Verity.
I assume we just roll the hit like normal.
Yep.
Yeah, murder! Woo! Take off disadvantage. There we go. I would like to use my inspiration from Arena to maybe inspire that roll.
You can re-roll.
Thank you.
Oh.
Wait, hang on. I've got a thing. Where is it? Bam! Hit it! Give me 2d4.
Oh, your 2d4. You just hit his AC!
Yay! I did a thing!
All your damage.
I'm so sad.
Well, as you reach forward and grab onto him, his flesh instantly turns like a dark black and liquefies, dripping and sloughing off in chunks, as there really isn't much of a body as there is a puddle of gore with a skeleton slumped over it.
Whoops.
Nice.
Lennon, guy had 8 HP.
Solid. All right,
I level 3. I put a level 3 slot on that shit. Whoops. Oh well.
I mean, to be fair, it looked like you might have needed it the way.
God, you're not wrong.
Saya wrinkles her nose. I mean, very efficient, but gross.
The 2 dogs run into the corner and start whimpering.
Thank you for not making us kill them. I thank you, Fluffy.
You do still hear a screaming of help.
Is there a key maybe in the pile of gross goo?
Roll an investigation check.
Blech.
Saya, can you get the window out over the foyer? I think Verity would like to deliver a message.
You do
As
find a
Roz
key.
hefts the flesh bag that used to be the burgomaster.
I mean, you kind of mostly just grab the skeleton, and there's some entrails attached to it. Most of them
Fair
have
enough.
liquefied.
Shouldn't there still be the appropriate looking clothes?
Those would kind of fall off when there's not, meat holding them.
Just make sure to toss them out with it.
Yeah, he's just going to collect up like the thing that used to be the Burgermaster as much as he can, because he doesn't care about getting gory.
At least it's not going inside his lantern.
Saya would happily shrug and just toss Eldritch Blasts at the window until it broke.
All right. What do you do about the screaming man?
So the window's open. Roz tosses out the body. Yes?
Eventually.
Yeah.
We're running in parallel time frames here.
Okay.
There will be things going on with Axel and Pocket and the mob.
Well, we'll deal with... I'm going to say Verity will deal with the Burgomaster first, and then we can get the call for... She's going to go for the call for help later. What others do is up to them, but this is,
Okay.
Hopefully, if she's thinking if she throws the body out, maybe it will stop the encroaching mob from burning them all alive in the house, or the violence, or maybe it will just kick it off. Who knows?
All right. Pocket and Axel, you see the mob approaching. Isaac stands out, axe in hand.
Yeah, so
he is glaring them down.
Sure. So from the back of the mob, I'm gonna thaumaturgy boom out. Bring us the Burgomaster. The Burgomaster is the only person that we have issue with. None of you need to die for him.
No, you will die for him.
Isaac, we don't need to do this.
Yes, we very much need to. And he just shouts, if you at all care about your sniveling little lives, you will go home and not show your face around here anymore. Okay, that is a... that is a 30 intimidation. Half of the mob is going to run the fuck away.
Fair.
And at this point, I will need Pocket and Axel to roll initiative.
He is speed. Oh, he is not.
So, guys, just so you're all aware, combat takes place in increments of 6 seconds. So what's all going down here is probably going to take maybe at most a minute. What's going on upstairs is probably taking about 10, 15. What Nanaha's doing is probably taking about a half hour. So
I figure once Saya and Raz break the window and toss the body, we're probably going to notice there's a fight and make decisions, but...
Right, but the fight starts happening before you guys kill off the Burgomaster.
Okay. It doesn't take long for us to scoop up the remains and run over to the window. But
right.
Whenever you want us to show up, go for it.
All right. Hoist by my own desire to do way too many things at once. All right, Pocket. Fuck him up, boy. You killed it.
Let's do it. We'll try to pick off the other guard. The person to the below Isaac, that's just another guard.
Yes.
I will steady aim and attack him. Short bow.
Okay. Yeah, yep, that hits.
Short bow damage. Sneak attack damage. And then
Why do you have
Will's-
sneak attack?
He had advantage on the
He had
attack.
advantage because of steady aim.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And then Whales of the Grave on Isaac.
Nice max damage there.
Yeah, it must be nice. Looks cool.
Hey, I can't roll max damage to save my life either, Bounce, like...
Stop
You-
doing that!
You shoot your arrow and it goes right through the guard's neck, pinning him against the wall. You kind of hear the gurgling cry of pain as his body goes limp. A variety of like spiritual shapes begin forming around you. Several arrows, like spectral arrows launching from their ghastly bows, peppering Isaac full of holes. He is unimpressed.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, it is Isaac's turn. For now, he is going to use his action to summon Demonic Flame, and he is going to throw a burst of fire at the fleeing commoners.
Oh, he's a scumbag. Holy shit.
Well, that makes me feel better about killing him.
And, alright.
Okay, like, I already hated him, but kudos to playing him, like, to the T as just an evil asshole.
Alright. Yeah, that they all fail, and the smell of burning hair and meat fills the Burgomaster's courtyard as they all just get engulfed. He is going to step out, and that is his turn. Okay, it is now the villagers' turns. This one is going to run here. This one's going to run there. Attack. Okay. They are going to attack the guards and probably fail, but you never know. You never know. One of the guardsmen just gets strung up with a sword and just gurgle. And you all start smelling smoke as you see two of them lighting the manor on fire.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. Okay, the guard's turn. Okay. The two commoners up here get skewered as One of them gets scared as the remaining one anxiously pulls his spear and guts them. The person falling over, just lifeless with an instant. Another one steps up. This guy takes out these two without even really much of a care, just cuts them down. And now it's Axel's turn.
Okay. Well, I am going to. I am going to use my bonus action to divine favor up my spear. And then I'm going to step over some bodies. And let's attack the... You know what? No. Let's attack Isaac. We're going for Isaac.
Okay. That just hits.
Excellent. I will first level smite him with this as well.
Okay. Sounds good.
Is he undead or a fiend or whatever? Anything that would get the bonus?
No.
Okay. So here's the spear damage.
His arm may hurt more, but that's about it.
That's fair.
You grab a spear and you go for an unarmored spot around the neck. Blood just kind of spurts out of the wound as this divine holy energy infuses your weapon. He flinches in pain, and you can see him kind of instinctively grabbing at the oversized arm. And he just, in defiance, spits a puddle of blood at your feet and grits his teeth.
Alright, second spear attack. Nay.
Yeah, that one is going to clink uselessly against the armor.
Alright, and then I use my bonus action, and that's my turn. If Isaac goes to attack me, though, let me know before you make the attack.
Okay. Pocket. Also, Verity, Saya, and Roz, please roll me initiative. You'll be added in the next round.
I'm dumb. I didn't click on me. I'm sorry.
It okay.
Oh, Saya, look at us go!
Right?
And I mean, it makes sense that you guys go before Raz, since he's waiting for Saya to blast open the window before he trucks out the body.
Has the body been liquefied at this point?
Yes.
Okay.
I imagine that's what's happening in this turn, and then they're actually just in the battle on the next turn.
Yes.
Yeah, I was kind of imagining is that when the next round comes in and we're up, that's when the glass is gonna shatter and you're just gonna... We're gonna make quite the introduction.
Mm-hmm.
But I will steady aim and attack Ezek. Still a short bow.
Fluffy, can I move my shadow just out so I can see what's going on in the fight?
Sure. You launch... Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, looks fun.
Give him the pokey bits.
And the sneak attack.
I will just say you needed that advantage.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need it a lot. And then Whales of the Grave on the other lone guard up here.
Okay. And once again, a barrage of ghostly figures begin shooting arrows in unison with Pocket. Okay, it's Izik's turn. Yeah, Pocket. Can, what is... Just because you have it up, aim. I know it makes your speed 0, right?
Correct.
Does it do anything with dex saves?
No.
Okay, just wanted to know. Alright, so he will use one action to lob fire at Pocket. Pocket does a... Yeah, I imagine a 23 hits, right?
What? No. Yes. That hits really hard.
Okay. That's 14 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
And Axel, he is going to attack you now.
All right, I will. I will use my reaction to. Where's the ability? Hang on, I gotta click it. There it is. So I'm gonna give him disadvantage on the attack.
Okay, good to know.
Like
Okay.
holy light flaring off my shield into his eyes.
All right, as he swings down towards you, this blast of light, he yelps in surprise, and you feel the axe grinding against your shield, but it doesn't pierce. It's just enough to offset him. Okay. This one is going to run over here and is going to light this corner of the house on fire.
Stop lighting the house on fire. I'm inside it.
Gonna run. Okay. It's gonna grow a little bit bigger. Guard's turn. This one is going to use its move action to run, and then use its action to dash, and is running the fuck away.
On my screen, the guard just like faded out of existence. Like he didn't just like blink away. He was like he was like there and then just gone.
There's one guard that looks a little beefier than the others that is still staying, and he is going to attack Axel.
Okay, I'm at 20 AC at the moment.
Okay, that is a miss. That is a miss. Okay, that is a crit on the offhand short sword.
Man, veterans have a lot of attacks.
And that is 10 plus 3, 13 points of piercing damage. Why are we con saving? Oh, concentration.
Concentration. Keep up my divine favor.
Axel, your turn.
I'm going to continue trying to lay my spear into Izik. I'll deal with the veteran later. So first attack against Izik with the spear.
Okay, that's a hit.
smite. All right, we'll first level smite him off of this one too.
Okay.
Second spear attack.
Okay.
That seems to be a trend.
Yep.
And then, yeah, let's give him the old butt end.
That is gonna hit.
All right, well, let's put that last first level spell slot into him too. Lame. All right, and that is my turn.
Okay. Pocket.
This verse is the same as the first and second. Steady aim and hit Isaac.
Give him the pointy bit. Wait. Oh.
Nande.
It shows a 20 on my screen.
Same.
Yeah, same. But
Yeah, but the die roll is still not. I think the other die hit it and it just bounced over.
Oh, probably. So you launch a barrage of arrow, or you launch an arrow at Isaac, and it just reflects, or it deflects right off of the metal armor.
Oh, that's everything. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. That is my bonus action. Yep, that's it.
Okay, Saya. You clearly hear just the outrage going on outside. There is still also somebody yelling for help in the house.
I'm going to let you two deal with the help yelling. I'm going to go stop this fire. Yeah? Yeah. And I'm going to bonus action flight and just step through the window.
We'll need you to, last round, please roll your Eldritch Blast just to make sure you do enough damage to break out the window. Okay. Alright. Alright, the second one is enough. The first one, it had cover because of all the wooden boards.
That's fair.
But it is enough that you can crack some holes in it. Big enough for you to go through. It might be a risk of being cut on it, but you don't know.
Well, it's either that or stay inside a burning building. Sai is going to choose the not burning building option.
Okay.
So we'll just step out onto the air. And then
Okay.
I'm going to use my racial ability to create destroy water, which is at second level because it's ability. Which
Does your flying thing take an activation?
it's a by bonus action to do.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was my bonus action. This is my action to create water. So it's at second level, so it rain falls in a 40-foot cube, 35-foot cube, and extinguishes exposed flames in the area.
So you can get one corner of the house. 30-foot cube is just not enough to get both areas that are on fire.
Does 35 do it?
No, 35
okay.
doesn't.
Okay.
Like it's just
we'll put it on the bigger flame section.
okay. Yeah, they're like just outside of the 35-foot range.
Alright, and then I will fly up a little bit further for the rest of my movement speed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Verity.
Is I supposed to be out here?
Yeah, Yeah, you guys can see me. I'm in the air. I just literally summoned a rainstorm to deal with part of the fire.
I will just move her
There
here,
you are.
but she is. I'll move her back down, but she is at the second level or second story level.
Gotcha.
All right, so Verity just kind of she uses she'll use her action to give herself a little thaumaturgy, and basically just scream out the window, here is your burgomaster, and gesture for Roz when it's his turn, and then turn it off before she talks to Roz. I'm going to go see what the call for help is there. I suppose it has something to do with this key. And then she'll move 30 feet. 5,
Okay.
15, 20, 30. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry about Roz's ears for the first yell.
Oh, okay. Isaac is going to take his turn. He is going to.
If he does go to attack me, let me know. I've got one more of those flares I'd like to give him.
Sure. He is going to attempt to bulldoze through Axel.
Is that
That's an attack. Go ahead.
okay? Yeah. Well, if he's not bringing the axe, that's fine. If I'll just box him or whatever the check is, or because he's trying to run over me.
Yeah, pretty much. So roll a strength save.
Okay.
No, this would be opposed athletics. Roll athletics.
Okay. Let me. Do I want to?
Okay. $23 versus 22.
Curses.
So he basically just bulldozes right past you. You are knocked prone. And that is one of his attacks. The second is Kitty Axe.
Bring it on, motherfucker.
Just gonna remind you, the last time he brought it on to you, you basically went down in a hit.
Hey, Pocket has uncanny dodge now. He can do it twice.
Yeah.
Except isn't he already partially burned?
Don't talk about
Details.
that.
Alright. Fuck, that's a lot of dice.
He is letting me have it, I assume.
He crit. Okay. So that is 12. 17 points of slashing damage. Plus 12 points of fire damage.
So 29 total. Yes, uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Are we having it to 15 or 18?
So it would carve the
So
whole
round up or
attack
round
down.
down?
It's round down. So 29.
So
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Well, that hurts.
Roz, you're up.
Roz would carry his package of Burgomaster and get to the window, having heard their loud declaration, and just lob it out into the entry way, likely hitting like the 4 squares in front of the stairs. Just blob it out there for everyone to see.
Okay.
Watching it like cascade down, he'll actually take a look to see what's going on and try to gauge if they need help or not.
So at this point, you see a lot of dead peasants. And Izik is currently up close and personal with Pocket. Axel is knocked over. One corner of the house is on fire.
A Tuesday.
Where is Axel knocked over? Is he about to get a face full of Burgomaster?
There would be some Burgomaster splatter that would probably hit him and the veteran, yes.
Oh, nice. Excellent.
So there's some putrefied Burgomaster that splatters against your armor, Axel.
We got the job done.
I don't know how many actions, bonus actions, or whatever I would have left after doing that.
I would say that would be a bonus action to lob him over. I will let you get your action.
Okay, well then, let me move myself down so I can see where things are coming from. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I would take a toss at Izik from behind.
Okay. Are you throwing from your shadow?
No, I would since his actual person would be there in the window above. So
okay, I think it would be in
disadvantage.
Yeah, it would be in the second range increment. This group is like disadvantage. What's that?
We need to give Verity disadvantage more. If Verity's advantage is 1-2, that means her disadvantages will be like 19-20, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
much.
Our disadvantages are great. Our advantages are, oh, look, the 1 in 400, 1 in 1.
He's looking decently beaten up at this point as the blood spear withdraws and dissolves into a mist.
And I'm not going to do anything from the shadow at this point.
Okay. This commoner. Yeah, he's just gonna book it. Job's done. Fire goes up an increment.
Oh, I saw the
Veteran-
fade out that you mentioned, Lennon.
Yeah, the veteran in front of you is just like, they don't pay me enough for this. Axel, you get an attack of opportunity, but disadvantage because you're face down if you let him. Otherwise,
If he's leaving, I'm going to let him go.
Yeah. Okay, Axel, your go.
Well, I will use half my movement to stand back up. I will use the other half of my movement to reclose on Isaac. And hit him. Let's try to run him through in the back with the spear.
Okay.
Let's not do that. Let's try this. Let's try. All right, now that I'm back on my feet. Get him under me again. Let's try this.
Yeah, that one will hit.
All right. Well, we're out of first level spell slots, so it's time for the second level spell slots. Plus.
Okay.
And then we will give him the old butt end.
Yeah.
Well, I have one spell slot left.
Your butt end strikes are always hitting, but your spear shots are
I know.
so swinging.
Unfortunately, I can't do this with a quarterstaff, or I'd think about changing. Actually, maybe I can. I'll have to look at that.
No,
Quarterstaff-
quarterstaff is not on that list, sadly.
I would let it because it's polearm enough.
Fair enough.
He is still standing, but he's looking pretty rough.
I'm sorry, was that 44 damage in one turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all my resources. I don't have spells anymore. Well, I've got a
Smite.
right. I
That's
are
my armor
paladin.
boy.
You forgot someone, Isaac.
Oh, hi, remember me?
All right. Pocket.
Is it a free action to pull out my rapier if I just drop my short bow?
Yeah.
All right, just dropping the short bow, pulling out my rapier. Since I don't think I can pull out my shield at the same time, my AC is now 15.
Okay.
But I will steady aim and strike with the rapier.
Okay.
Oh, baby, here it comes.
I'll give him the juice. All the juice.
Base damage. Do I have to roll sneak attack twice? I don't think I can crit it. normally.
Yeah, just roll
You.
twice.
You roll it twice.
Once. Twice.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sneak attack was garbage.
Well, he's looking at run her in the face, I guess.
And there's no one to Wheels of the Grave, so that's the end of my turn.
Yep, he's still standing. Saya, your turn.
Pocket, did he set you on fire? As I loose an Eldritch Blast into his back.
Okay.
Singed cat is just standing before him.
That'll hit.
This one will have the extra 3 cold damage.
I kind of figured. Okay.
And then I will fail the second one, as is tradition.
Tradition. Okay, Verity.
Let's see. Is it 5 to go diagonal cut corners, or do I need to do 10 for that one?
It's 5.
5, 10, 15.
If you're wondering when you're moving your character, if you move and hold down Q, you'll see the increments that you're moving.
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Okay, cool.
Part of
And
this,
then
Fluffy, is kind of my fault, because I used to be in 3-5, so I'm used to the 5-10 rule. So
Gotcha.
that's where the confusion's coming from.
But yeah, if you want, and then like anytime you turn a corner, press Q again, and that way you can keep track of all the movement that you use.
Cool. Well, 30 feet gets her to there, so she'll have to use her action to get to here. And item interaction, turn the key in the lock or no?
Yeah, I'll let you do that far.
All right, she unlocks the door.
All right. For his bonus action, Izik is going to reach for pluck a bottle off his belt and drink down the contents. You see some of the wounds starting to knit back together. And for his first attack, this dumb cat has caused him nothing but agony since his arrival. That is another crit. What the fuck?
He hates me.
That's 14, 24, 25, 29 points of slashing.
Oh dear God.
And 10 points of fire for a total of 39.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay, that drops it. That's still not enough, and you would be brought
Yep,
to 0.
I'm still 0, but
Not dead, at least.
yet.
Yet.
I apologize. He's going to use his second attack to double tap.
No apologizing here.
So that's 2 death fails.
Yes, it is.
Roz, you're up.
Raz waffles back and forth and then decides Verity running around the house by herself is probably not the best thing. And chases after her, transposing with his lagging shadow and then heading back up.
Okay. All right. Since the commoners and the remaining guard decided to fuck this shit, they're out. Then it would be Axel's turn, unless Roz has anything else he wants to do.
Nope.
So Axel is going to rotate here, and like through a hail of, I assume, axe swings, like kind of quickly reach down and touch wherever I can on Pocket, and give him 25 points of lay on hands, just all the hands.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come up and use my bonus action for my Channel Divinity to regain a 2nd level spell slot.
Okay. Pocket, you're up.
Well, that
You're
sucks.
currently prone.
But you have 25 hit points.
All right, motherfucker, it's personal. I will use half my movement to get up. And what is this? 6th verse? Same as the first? Steady aim.
Yep.
Oh, wait, no, I can't. Fuck!
You have to do it without the crutch.
Yes. Well, because it says I can't have moved, I assume getting up counts as moving.
Yep.
You do have an ally adjacent for sneak attack, you just don't have the advantage.
All right. Come on. I'm just going to swing.
I
Go
believe,
for the regular
buddy.
swing.
Okay, that hits. He is still standing. He's looking terribly bloodied. But there is a
I hate
bloodlust
you,
in his eyes right now.
I completely hate you, Isaac. Last in my turn.
Saya.
Oh, good. Verity's not going to be very angry because the cat's still alive. Hello, Eldritch Blast.
That hits.
And that'll have the cold damage because I can't trust my second hits.
Okay.
Although apparently I could because Pocket went down.
Okay. He is barely holding on at this point.
That's all I've got.
Verity.
Through the door, kapow!
You see in the door that there is a very, very, like, malnourished, a human man shackled up, and, like, opening the door, the light really hurts his eyes as he just kind of, like, groans and looks away.
Does
Who are you? Please help.
never mind that. Who are you?
I am Udo Lukovic, the shoemaker.
Why are you shackled in the burgomaster's private room?
Because I held a sign saying that the burgomaster should be fed to the wolves at the last festival.
Oh, all right. And she just goes to use the, like, does the key work on the shackles too?
Yep.
All right, well, she'll unshackle him. Come on, we have to get out of here. There's a high probability of the house coming down any time now.
He gets to his feet and will start to kind of wobbly follow you out of the house. That'll take your turn, though, to do all of those.
All right. I can see nothing in this tiny room. Carry on.
All right. Okay. Not a crit this time. So he is going to angrily swing at Pocket at this point. He is the focus of rage. That is 15.
He's still attacking Pocket.
He's still attacking Pocket. That's 15 plus 4. That's 19 points of slashing damage. And 9 points of fire.
Got it. Uncanny dodge the attack. What was the total?
So, 1 second. 19. 27 total. So that's 13 that you can avoid.
Done.
That's a second attack at Pocket. That's a hit. That is a 19, 23 slashing, 6 fire, so total of 29.
Down again.
At least it's on the second hit.
Okay, and then I think he is going to use a once per day action surge.
He's laying into the pocket.
Yeah, and he's just going to use his last actions to basically pummel Pocket's body.
Pocket is dead.
Roz, you're currently inside. What would you like to do?
I continue to head up and assist Verity with whatever it is she's doing. If that means getting that person out of the house, so be it.
All
yeah,
right.
I can't really see because this room, the door is. But yeah, if he comes up, she's like, "Yeah, we need to get him out of here."
Axel and Pocket are down up front. You may want to be of assistance.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Axel, feel free to take your turn.
So, we are going to attack Isaac very angrily.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one.
All right.
No, we're not. All right.
Just the anger of it, the rage is overcoming and it's hard to focus.
All right. Second one.
That hits. How do you want to do this?
I took my finger off. I took my finger off a push talk. That's
okay. He had 3 hit points left when you hit him.
Curses. All right. Well, my spear is still divined up, so I imagine like it'll be hitting. Go through him, and there'll be some like light, and maybe his arm dissolves or something as the holiness goes through him. Forced communion and all that.
All right. So there's just this eruption of holy light as his arm just burns to cinders, and as he's falling forward, his human arm, he reaches up towards the second-story window and just, why, falls face down on the ground.
And then, do I have enough like action or whatever I would need to like pick up Pocket's body? All right.
You're out of combat at this point.
All right, so I'm going to grab Pocket, and since we're out of combat, I'm going to use Thaumaturgy just to boom. Verity, we need the necklace now!
Saya's going to reach her head in through the window, and if she sees Verity, grab Verity around the waist and try just pull her. Come on,
yeah,
quickly.
She was jumping out if Saya wasn't there, so like she just throws herself out the window. Hopefully, Saya catches her.
That's the idea. Saya's going to grab her to catch her, so...
Alright, Saya, make me a dexterity save and athletics check.
Either or both?
Both.
Okay. This is gonna be a rough ride.
Alright. Verity, you leap out for Saya to catch you. Saya, you really haven't quite figured out this whole flying thing and how to brace yourself for it. And so Verity just kind of dives right at you, and the two of you tumble to the ground.
That's okay. I'll try to land first, so that if there's damage, it goes to me.
Alright, Saya, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and Verity, you take 2.
Okay, I can't see what's going on because I'm on the wrong elevation.
I move you down now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is suitably horrifying.
Yes, well, Pocket's dead. Probably fix that first.
Yeah, so she, she gets up, scrambling, like tears open the front of her robe, and like rips off the necklace, crushes it in her hand, like the darkness consumes her hand, and the diamond dissolves, and she just like grabs Pocket's head, and this unholy warping shit just basically spits him back out from the dead, and she uses Revivify from Irina.
Pocket. You feel everything going black and dark and cold. There was this blast of heat and then just this chill. You don't usually remember your interactions with the spirits that seem to surround you. But you just see variety of shapes of people. Humans, elves, dwarves, tabaxi, tieflings. You just see this. If you've ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's kind of like that scene where you see all of Aang's previous lives just kind of like ad nauseum going off into the distance. It's kind of like that,
and it's my favorite scene. Yes,
it's ghosts. Just variety of different ghosts. And it's cold. And you don't... It almost feels like nothing. And as you just kind of sit there, time seems to go on forever. You're not sure what's going on. You're not sure how long everything is going on. And then... everybody, you see Pocket just jolt awake and just screams in unholy terror. Just this, like, the most guttural scream you have ever heard in your life.
Axel is probably a little hard of hearing now as he's just like clamped around Pocket. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Panic in the panicked state. Immediately kind of scratch at everything around me, trying to like get free.
Ow.
What happened?
Oh, good, he's alive. And then Saya's going to start shaping water to try and get the rest of the flames down.
Wow, you're just so broken up about your friend.
Hey! I helped Verity get down there. Faster.
Helped.
Helped.
Great anchor, Saya.
I should have used this shield like you taught me, Axel.
Nanaha, you're able to get back to the manor at this point, and you see just the chaos.
I would have told the burgomaster's wife to find somewhere else to live because the crowd said she's a heretic, and so she will not be with me. Fuck, what happened?
When
We
no one
took
else
control of the town. That puddle of such was the burgomaster, and that puddle as such was what was one's inside pocket. But Verity fixed him.
What? Nana kind of sidles up next to Pocket, takes a good look at him.
For once, Pocket wasn't the one holding someone dead crying. He was the one who was dead.
Haha.
Oh God, Pocket tries to give him a bear hug. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I can start bandaging you.
Yeah, like it's a mix of burn ward and just beaten to high holy hell.
Verity swats Nanaha's arm. She looks fucking exhausted, by the way, after using Revivify, but she's just like, don't touch him.
Immediately just starts taking out a healer's kit and start working on him. Doesn't matter that we're going to sleep it off.
Well, once I've gotten the flames out, Saya's going to kind of wander
There you go,
over.
buddy. Be less dead.
Yay!
I'm so sorry.
So that is.
Guess I just didn't. I think that was 24 total.
Yeah.
I guess I wanted to keep hitting him, and I think I blacked out.
You did good, buddy. You did good. Let's get you back to the end.
Impressive the amount of bloodlust that you had coursing through your veins. I approve.
I hate him.
Well, he's
And
dead
now.
now.
He's
so.
dead.
He looks very dead.
Verity,
Before we go,
it's up to
So-
you if you feel any sort of pity for him or not.
No. Like, and she's not going to tell anybody what he told her.
before we leave, I am going to run my rapier through his corpse just to be sure.
Okay.
Saya will offer Mogget to Pocket, as is apparently her tradition, is the familiar gets to be the one who comforts you guys after you die.
So now that we're in charge, who wants the house?
I don't think we should stay in charge for long. Let's speak with Lady Voctor, and perhaps she can sort this out.
Nanaha, get this ridiculous sash off me. I look like... just take it off.
Immediately starts undoing it and ties it back around her own waist.
All right,
So I take
head
it
to the inn.
didn't work.
Rob, give Isaac a once over in terms of anything nice he's got. Check on things, loot the bodies.
Most of the bodies don't really have anything. As for Isaac, there's really all you find is this battle axe, which in it of itself was not extraordinary. But, yeah, you find a key, you find the axe, and you find in a pouch at his waist a doll of Verity and a doll of Irina.
Ooh, keepsakes.
The townsfolk that were killed here, like the ones that were burned, how bad are the bodies?
Aunt Peru and Uncle Owen outside of the homestead in A New Hope.
Oof. Okay. So Axel kind of pulling himself together a little bit, kind of surveys the surroundings. Nanaha, can you bring around Minadora and the cart, please? I'm gonna need to get all these bodies to the cemetery.
Will do.
This is when we praise the Morning Lord for such a amazing victory, right? Huzzah! Look at all the dead.
We won the day. We still need to respect those that fell.
You hear off in the distance, "What part of peacefully do you not understand, my friends?"
Oh no, we heard you.
I was muted on stream.
I heard it.
This is going to be quite the mess to clean up. But congratulations. You got all of them, right?
I don't think anyone else is going to make a play on it after, well, she glances at the remains of the burgomaster and then the remains of Isaac.
I'll be honest, a thanks might be appreciated. It did take a lot out of us. And you don't seem very thankful right now.
I appreciate you doing what you did. However, this may draw more attention to the village than we would like. If this is viewed as an insurrection, someone may want answers.
They can get answers in the morning. I have a headache and my body is sore and I want to lay down.
Needless to say, I do appreciate what you did. And with that, I think that's a good point to end the session.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for coming out and playing today, and thank you Fluffy for running. This is really, really fun.